everybody, it's Marie at Avalon, and I just want to do a quick video for you to talk about some upcoming things for the recital this coming weekend. You may have seen already, we have posted on our website, on the Facebook page, and also an email has gone out a couple times with the rehearsal schedule on it. It looks like this, and it's also posted here in the studio for you to take a look at to make sure you are familiar with what time you need to show up at the auditorium at Zeeland High School for your dress rehearsal this coming weekend. So I'll just kind of give you an idea of how to read this so that everybody's really clear on where they need to be and when. So for example, if you were to look at the rehearsal schedule here, right here it shows show 2. And we have announced the times, like the general call time for our rehearsals for several months. So we know that show 2 is rehearsing on Saturday at 10 a.m. But if you look a little more closely at the rehearsal schedule, you'll see that that is broken up into 2 different call times. So there's a 10 a.m. call time, and there's also an 11 a.m. call time. If your child is in, for example, the dance Almost There, you would look, you know your child's in show 2, so you're only going to look at the show 2 rehearsal schedule, and you'd see that they are in the block of dances that are rehearsing at the 10 o'clock call time. So you need to be really punctual and be there right at 10 because we do announcements. We always start on time, and then you'll be ready to go when your child's group is called backstage to get ready to rehearse. Now, if you were in one of the later groups, so for example, if you were in the song Oh What a Beautiful Morning, you see that that one is in the 11 o'clock call time. Now you can come at 10 and just sit and watch rehearsal. A lot of families actually really like to do that just to see the other dances, but you don't have to. We want to make it as simple as possible and as fun as possible and easy. So if you are in that block of classes, you just need to come at 11. So even if you're farther down in the block, that doesn't mean come at 11:15 or 11:30. Really do come right at that 11 o'clock time so that you're sure to know what is going on. Now our rehearsals are all dress rehearsal, so you need to come in the costume that is sent home with your child this week, or some of them went home last week too. And I'll just give you a quick little overview of what you're getting with your costume. So for most of our classes for children under the age of 10, if tights are required for your costume, they will be included in the bag. So we've got, in this child's costume, her leotard and her skirt, which should not be worn until rehearsal. Don't play in them at home. We always worry about some sort of disaster coming to the costume while it's at home. But then also tights. If something should happen to your tights, if you get a hole in them or somebody trips and falls down on their way into the auditorium, we have extras and we'll have them in the lobby. You can pick up a pair there. And then inside the bag too is a piece of paper here that has some important notes on it that you'll want to pay attention to. It says the name of your child's song, a brief description of what's in the bag, the tights, and if, for example, if it's ballet, if the ballet shoes are starting to look a little dingy because you've been wearing them all year, you can take a wet cloth, just damp cloth, and kind of give them a quick rub, and they usually shine up pretty well. And then here under hair, there is a specific hairstyle that is part of the overall costume for each group. And so you need to take a look at that and make sure that that is the hairstyle that you give your child for rehearsal, but of course the recital as well. Now if you're having trouble, like if it says bun, like for this group it says they need to have a ballet bun, if you don't know how to do that, please ask. We would love to help you learn how to do that. And if you go over to Attitude Stance and Activewear, Tracy's really helpful with showing you how to use some different styling products they have for sale over there to make a nice neat bun pretty simply. And then at the bottom of your sheet, this is the same on everyone's costume info sheet. It has a couple general rules for how we do costuming here at Avalon, and we'll need everybody to abide by those rules so we're all on the same page. No food or drink is allowed backstage at all at rehearsal or recital. We've had some situations with chocolate chip cookies been given to children in white leotards, and that got a little messy right before the girls went on stage. So no food, please, whatsoever. No jewelry. If you have starter studs as earrings, that's fine. That you cannot take out for your daughter, that's okay. But anything other than that, no. No nail polish, so on fingers or on toes if your child is barefoot in the recital. No polish at all, or if they have like stamps or rub-on tattoos or colorful band-aids, like switch those band-aids to like a flesh colored band-aid and make sure all those tattoos get washed off. The rub-on tattoos, I mean. No underpants, and this can be a little tricky with preschoolers in particular because you may be concerned that, well, what if my child has an accident or, you know, something like that. And I just say that use your best judgment, because we certainly don't want to have a situation where a child has an accident on stage, and if they were wearing a pull-up that you normally would have put them in, it wouldn't have been a situation. So if you really feel like your child needs to be wearing something, then certainly by all means do that. But if possible, the tights should just go on directly onto the body and leotard over top without anything in between, and that's so that we don't see underpants sticking out of the bottoms of leotards. And no makeup. So this is a big one. We really believe in this, that the children's faces are beautiful and they really don't need any enhancement, and we want them to look like themselves on stage. So please don't put any makeup on your kids, especially if they're under the age of 10. Over the age of 10, we do allow the girls to wear a little mascara. If they need some concealer, that's okay. But we do still want them to just look like children and to look like themselves. So if you have any questions on the recital, the rehearsal, your child's costume, any of that, please do let us know. We really do want to answer your questions so that you are feeling good and confident about everything that is a part of the recitals at Avalon. So give us a call at 738-6495, or you can email also at info.avalonschoolofthearts@gmail.com. So thank you, and we really look forward to seeing the kids on stage, and thank you all for being part of Avalon. Thanks.